NEC Section 310.15b3 addresses underground cable runs. The code specifies requirements for how multiple conductors are installed when buried underground. According to this section, underground runs must be either underground factory-assembled cables suitable for the conditions or field-assembled cables of insulated conductors enclosed in a raceway approved for burial and identified for such use. Firstly, let's define what constitutes a factory-assembled cable. This is a cable manufactured with the conductors already assembled and insulated within a single sheath. This type of cable is designed to provide a robust and reliable solution for underground installations, ensuring that the conductors are protected from environmental factors and physical damage. Secondly, let's define field-assembled cable. This consists of individual insulated conductors that are assembled and enclosed in a raceway at the job site. The raceway, such as a conduit, must be approved for burial and identified for such use to provide adequate protection and meet safety standards. The key takeaway from NEC Section 310.15b3 is that using a combination of USE and URD conductors or laying individual USE conductors does not meet the requirement for a factory-assembled or field-assembled cable with an approved raceway. Therefore, such installations are not acceptable under this section of the NEC. To further clarify, consider a scenario where an electrician attempts to bury a single piece of USE cable alongside a 3-conductor URD cable or lays 4 individual USE conductors directly in the ground. This approach is non-compliant because it does not adhere to the NEC mandate for either a factory-assembled cable or a field-assembled cable enclosed in an approved raceway. The NEC rationale behind this requirement is to ensure the safety and longevity of underground electrical installations. By requiring either factory-assembled cables or field-assembled cables within approved raceways, the code aims to prevent issues such as physical damage to the conductors, insulation breakdown due to environmental factors, and potential electrical hazards. Compliance with NEC Section 310.15b3 is essential for ensuring that underground electrical installations are safe, reliable, and meet the required standards for electrical work. It is crucial for electricians and contractors to understand and adhere to these requirements to avoid code violations and potential safety risks. When planning an underground electrical installation, the initial step is to determine whether to use a factory-assembled cable or a field-assembled cable within a raceway. If opting for a factory-assembled cable, ensure that it is specifically designed and approved for underground use, meeting all relevant safety and performance standards. If choosing a field-assembled cable, select a raceway that is approved for burial and identified for such use. This raceway must provide adequate protection for the conductors against physical damage, moisture, and other environmental factors. Additionally, ensure that all conductors used in the field-assembled cable are properly insulated and rated for the intended application. It's also important to follow all manufacturers' instructions and industry best practices when installing underground cables, whether factory-assembled or field-assembled. This includes proper trenching, backfilling, and marking of the cable route to prevent future damage. Furthermore, always consult with local electrical inspectors and authorities to ensure compliance with all applicable codes and regulations. In summary, NEC Section 310.15b3 provides clear guidelines for underground cable runs, requiring either factory-assembled cables or field-assembled cables within approved raceways. Adherence to these requirements is crucial for ensuring the safety, reliability, and longevity of underground electrical installations. By understanding and following these guidelines, electricians and contractors can avoid code violations and potential safety risks, ensuring that their work meets the highest standards of quality and safety. In addition, when selecting a raceway for field-assembled cables, consider the specific environmental conditions of the installation site. For instance, if the soil is particularly corrosive or if there is a risk of exposure to chemicals, choose a raceway material that is resistant to these factors. Common raceway materials for underground installations include PVC, rigid metal conduit, and fiberglass conduit. Each material has its own advantages and disadvantages in terms of cost, durability, and resistance to environmental factors. PVC conduit is lightweight and relatively inexpensive, but may not be suitable for installations where high mechanical strength is required. Rigid metal conduit offers excellent mechanical protection but is more expensive and can be susceptible to corrosion in certain environments. Fiberglass conduit provides a good balance of strength, corrosion resistance, and cost, making it a popular choice for many underground applications. When installing a raceway, ensure that it is properly supported and protected from damage during backfilling. Use appropriate fittings and connectors to create a watertight seal and prevent moisture from entering the raceway. Also, consider the depth of burial required by local codes and regulations. The depth of burial is typically determined by factors such as the voltage of the conductors, the type of raceway used, and the presence of vehicular traffic. Proper depth of burial helps protect the raceway and conductors from physical damage and ensures the safety of the installation. In addition to the raceway, the conductors themselves must be properly selected and installed. Ensure that the conductors are rated for the voltage and current requirements of the circuit and that they are suitable for wet locations. Use appropriate connectors and terminations to ensure a secure and reliable connection. Also, follow all manufacturers' instructions and industry best practices when splicing or terminating conductors. When backfilling the trench, use clean, non-abrasive materials to avoid damaging the raceway or conductors. Compact the backfill material in layers to provide adequate support and prevent settling. Also, consider using tracer wire or marking tape to indicate the location of the underground cable. This can help prevent accidental damage during future excavation work. Furthermore, it is crucial to properly document the installation, including the location of the cable, the type of raceway used, and the depth of burial. Keep this documentation readily available for future reference and maintenance. Regular inspections of underground electrical installations can help identify potential problems before they become serious. Look for signs of damage such as cracks in the raceway or exposed conductors. Also, check for evidence of water intrusion or corrosion. If any problems are detected, take immediate action to repair or replace the damaged components. By following these guidelines and best practices, electricians and contractors can ensure that underground electrical installations meet the requirements of NEC Section 310.15b3 and provide safe, reliable, and long-lasting performance. It is essential to stay informed about the latest codes and regulations and to continuously improve your knowledge and skills in this area. Ongoing training and education can help you stay up to date on the latest technologies and techniques and ensure that you are providing the highest level of service to your clients. In addition to the technical aspects of underground cable installations, it is also important to consider the environmental impact of your work. Choose materials and methods that minimize the disturbance to the surrounding environment and reduce the risk of pollution. For example, use environmentally friendly backfill materials and avoid disturbing sensitive habitats. Also, consider the long-term sustainability of your installations. Design and build them to be durable and energy efficient, reducing the need for future repairs or replacements. By considering both the technical and environmental aspects of your work, you can ensure that your underground electrical installations are safe, reliable, and sustainable for years to come. Moreover, when dealing with underground electrical installations, always prioritize safety. Before beginning any work, carefully assess the site for potential hazards such as buried utilities or contaminated soil. Use appropriate personal protective equipment such as gloves, safety glasses, and hard hats. Also, follow all safety procedures and guidelines to prevent accidents and injuries. If you are unsure about any aspect of the installation, consult with a qualified electrical engineer or inspector. They can provide valuable guidance and ensure that your work meets all applicable codes and regulations. Finally, remember that underground electrical installations are a critical part of the electrical infrastructure. They provide power to homes, businesses, and communities, and it is essential to ensure that they are installed and maintained properly. By following the guidelines and best practices outlined in this discussion, you can help ensure that these installations are safe, reliable, and sustainable for generations to come. Also, the NEC is updated every 3 years, so be sure to stay current with the latest revisions to Section 310.15b3 and other relevant sections. These updates may include changes to the requirements for underground cable installations, and it is important to be aware of these changes to ensure compliance. Subscribing to industry publications, attending training seminars, and participating in professional organizations can help you stay informed about the latest developments in electrical codes and standards. In addition to the NEC, local codes and regulations may also apply to underground electrical installations. These local codes may be more stringent than the NEC, so it is important to be aware of them and to comply with them. Contact your local electrical inspector or building department to learn more about the local codes and regulations that apply to your project. When planning an underground electrical installation, consider the long-term maintenance and accessibility of the cable. Choose a location that is easily accessible for future repairs or replacements. Also, consider the potential for future expansion of the electrical system and ensure that the installation is designed to accommodate future needs. For example, you may want to install a larger raceway than is currently required to allow for the addition of future conductors. When selecting conductors for an underground electrical installation, consider the ampacity of the conductors and the voltage drop of the circuit. The ampacity of the conductors must be sufficient to carry the maximum current that the circuit is expected to draw. The voltage drop of the circuit must be within acceptable limits to ensure that the voltage at the load is sufficient to operate the equipment properly. Use appropriate calculation methods to determine the required ampacity and voltage drop for the circuit. In addition to the conductors and raceway, other components of an underground electrical installation include junction boxes, pull boxes, and grounding electrodes. Junction boxes and pull boxes are used to provide access to the conductors for splicing and pulling. Grounding electrodes are used to provide a path for fault current to return to the source. Ensure that all of these components are properly installed and meet the requirements of the NEC and local codes. When installing grounding electrodes, follow the requirements of NEC Section 250.52. This section specifies the types of grounding electrodes that are permitted and the methods for installing them. Common types of grounding electrodes include ground rods, ground plates, and concrete encased electrodes. Also, consider the potential for damage from rodents or other animals. Protect the cable and raceway from damage by using appropriate protective measures, such as rodent-resistant cable or conduit. In areas where there is a high risk of rodent damage, consider using a concrete encasement for the cable or raceway. This will provide additional protection from rodent damage and ensure the long-term reliability of the installation. Remember that underground electrical installations are a complex and challenging task. It is important to have the necessary knowledge, skills, and experience to perform the work safely and effectively. If you are not comfortable performing the work yourself, hire a qualified electrician or contractor to do the job. They will have the expertise and equipment to ensure that the installation is done properly and safely. Also, be aware of the potential for underground utilities when excavating for an underground electrical installation. Before you dig, call your local one-call center to have the utilities located and marked. This will help prevent damage to underground utilities and ensure the safety of the workers.